ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, welcome back to Elden Ring. Okay, so, a little bit impromptu, but I decided to book Friday off. It's Thursday today for me, and I was like, I've got all my holidays back because it's a new year, so I get all of my annual leave given back to me. And I'm like, I don't have any plans, I don't have any upcoming holidays. Why not? And I thought, I'll have more time to do my own things and to play Elden Ring as well and upload to YouTube. So, for that reason, I've been a naughty boy. And I've had a 3-day week. Terrible. Starters, you mean to go on the new year, eh? Right. So, we just did the first section of the Incel River. The Incel River. There was one thing I missed, like 2 or 3 videos ago. I saw it, I did. Hang on, it was back here, all the way back at the beginning of the fucking lake. I think because I was flustered from having gotten destroyed by that revenant the first time round. And look here. In plain sight, a purple item. So what is it? I actually don't know. Of course, it's something incredibly important for 100% completion. There you are. So, look. At least I saw the error of my ways and I came back to get it. So, have pity on me. I beg of you. Right. Do you know what? I'm sick of this lake. I'm sick of it. I want to go straight into the palace, the academy. In fact, no. We're going to Hogwarts, peeps. Yes. Do 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 do. You're gonna be a wizard, Bok. A what? A fucking wizard. Yes, let's go. Straight in. No looking back. So we got a glintstone key from the Drake, so we can go straight in. And I have today some coconut water. Yes, I've been shopping at Tesco again. Because I'm having tomorrow off, I decided why not go to Tesco and get the weekly shop out of the way. So I managed to get a couple goodies. So excuse me a second. Excuse me. Right. That's better. Oh, it's so good. Okay, first impressions. We are inside. Looks very cool, very nice. So, like I said, whichever gate you get, you come to this point to begin with. We're going to get our grace sight, obviously. But before we actually venture inside, there are a couple of bits that we want to do before we depart. So the first one, so we just came from all the way down there, you can see. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Imagine if a big dragon came swooping down now. It'd be pretty fucking cool. Anyway. There we go. I thought so golden seed there. I thought my online wasn't working when I first came on. It's tempting to drop down there, but don't, as that splendid gentleman or lady just demonstrated for us. Yeah, my online wasn't working, but it's because I needed to update my PS5, so I was a bit like, what the fuck, is my internet working or something? But I managed to get it going. So, you think I just missed that little red nugget on the floor, didn't you? No, not at all. I was just testing you. So, you may remember Tin Hat Head, Colander Boy, Drain Cleaner Man, Yora from Lingrave, the samurai guy. This is the next part of his quest. Yes, look how long it took to get to his next little bit. So, this will appear whether you're online or not, and we can choose to assist them. So, he's hunting another bloody finger, and we're gonna help him rid the world of this foe. There we are. You can see his cape swirling in the distance. Ravenmount Assassin. So not even got a name, it's just sort of a generic assassin-y dude. I'm afraid your days are numbered. They're going to try and heal. Yeah, Nice. Nice stun, Tinhead. Well, if it isn't Nereus, the bloody finger. Yes. We did it. So now that we did that little questy poo, and we wiped the floor, we 2v1'd them, which I have no problem with doing. Oh, little Jesus statue too, don't forget this please. Otherwise you'll never let me live it down afterwards. So if we just come over here, I believe, or is it further back? Could be further back, 1 second. Yeah, thankfully you can use torrent here, so... Yeah, you see how easy these guys are to miss. Yeah, you cold there, buddy.
Wretched worms, leave me be.
Out, damned spot. Out. Shakespeare. Okay.
Oh, it's you. Thanks for your help there.
You're welcome.
Was a thorn in my side. And now I'm finally rid of him. Here's a token of thanks. Please, take it.
Better be good. It's good.
I may not have much time.
It's my first one, I think.
Dying to see you. Eleonora. Violet Bloody Finger.
Yora, I did tell you to take your own advice, if I remember, and it seems like you didn't listen, dude. Well, what can you do? Right. So, now that we've done that little bridgie, I realised I didn't even get the grace, or did I? I know I did. It's weird how it wasn't activated in their world. Right, couple of worthless organisms to deal with. So remember, lock on through the bushes and you'll spot enemies as if you've got a wall hack. Like the good old days in Call of Duty. I say good old days, it's probably still it's probably more rampant than when I used to play in the early 2010s. That's the thing with Call of Duty, I can't stand it now. I was a Call of Duty 4 guy, Modern Warfare, originally, and then I did Modern Warfare 2. I know, it's surprising. Like, what the fuck? Call of Duty? Such a fucking mainstream, fucking generic straight boy game. And it's like, no, actually, it was fucking... It actually used to be really fucking good and enjoyable. Very toxic, like a lot of multiplayer games. But you know what? Probably not as toxic as shit as today. Like, I play League of Legends. And oh my fucking god. It's absolutely dreadful. I last time I played, I turned off chat. So you can see here, okay, we've got a little surprise waiting for us. That is a bloodhound. So I think I'm going to get the old preemptive strike going. Then I'm going to get my sword out ready to go. No, that's not my sword, please. Thank you. Okay, actually I'm not going to do this on torrent. Sorry, old boy. Oh my good lord, look at the damage we did. Ah, yes. How the tables have turned. Ah, look at his little chicken legs. Aw. Right, I know this is a cookbook. I know that's a Celestial Dew, so let's move on. Do you know what? I think I was getting my head mixed up because I think this guy might sell a cookbook. That's probably what I was thinking about. It's a doggo. Do you know what? Let's do a message. I realise we haven't done a message, and I'm talking about play online and stuff. Let me see. Give me a sec while I think here. Would this be time for behold? Let there be. What's the what do we have for secondary words? Sentry, group. What if I just do a phrase? Let me see. Good luck. Listen. Sorry about this. I know I literally just said I want to get straight into keep moving, stay calm. I like keep moving. I don't know why. That's for the gesture. What do we have? A polite bow. There we go. We'll see if we get any likes. And also, it's actually advisable to put likes down. To put messages down. Keep moving. Keep moving. What the fuck? Did I put 2 messages down by accident? How? Excuse me? I swear I haven't been here. Is it? Oh, for God's sake, now I'm just being incredibly fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Time for sleep. If only I had a coffin. Do you know what? Let's spread the goodwill. There. And like I said, it's actually worth just plonking down random messages, because if somebody appraises it while you're in game, or no, if they appraise it in general, it will flash on your screen and tell you, and you will get a heal from it. They'll heal you if they like it, so it's actually advisable. Well, so, mister.
There's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
Well, I wouldn't call it the end of the earth, but also probably relocate and don't stand behind an impenetrable gate that only 2 people in the world can get through. Anyway. Oh yeah, you do have a cookbook. Do you know what? I didn't recognise this. Fervor's cookbook. Sporific grease, drawstring. Oh, it's all sleepy stuff. Okay, so look here now. Let me just get these bits. How many runes do I have? Yeah. I'm not sure which starting class that's for. I might tell you. Nomadic warrior. Is there a warrior class? Maybe. We get those, yeah. So, do you remember? Gift item. This was the gift summon that you could get. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. And obviously they can inflict bleed, and we know how annoying they can be in dungeons and stuff. So, yeah, if you don't get it as a starting gift, this is where you will find it. Now, how much money? Do you know, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't, but I'm just going to get these just so they are out of my head. And the rest of the stuff, I don't care. Sell? No.
Have a safe trip.
Thanks. Right. Well, that wasn't terrible. I could just teleport back, but let's enjoy the scenery. Something a little bit different to the fucking lake we've just gone through. Oh, as if you can see those down there. Huh. You see, I thought that maybe all this wouldn't be loaded in down there, but I wonder if you could actually survive that fall or something. If I was in Skyrim, I could, because I'd use Become Ethereal, and I'd jump off the side of a mountain and be okay. Or I'd just use Shadowmere and let them die instead. Right. So, it's actually getting chilly. I'm going to get my slippers on. One sec. You know me by now. You know the drill. Gotta keep my tootsies warm. Okay. So yes, we spent all our runes, that's fine, don't care. We're obviously quite powerful now for our stage in the game, so it's almost midday, very nice. And now, up to Hogwarts. Do 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 do. There. It appears we have a new celebrity. Thanks, Snape. Oh, it's raining. Ugh. Oh well. So, here we are. Very pretty. Now, first little challenge up here. Look, a couple of sorcerers, and they will not be very welcoming. So, just do what I did. Right there. Or you can use your own sorcery if you're a mage, and show them who's boss. Show them how it's done. So yeah, I've got tomorrow off, but actually I don't want to go to bed too late because I want to have a good head start tomorrow. I think there's a marionettes, yeah. Excuse me. Right, there's one here, yeah. There's a grace. Onwards through to my left. God, it's a good thing they don't bleed. Right, I think there's a grace here somewhere. But we'll just get this guy. So watch out for their twirly spell. Yes, we are. Look how nicely leveled we are now for this place. I don't think we're going to have to be worrying. And also look up there. Ooh, can we get up there? Maybe, maybe not. We shall see. Or will we? Right. Golden rune. Thank you. Might as well heal. So, some of you will know. Oh, well, there you are. I just just showed you. This is a rune arc. You know what? Quite welcome. Because, like I said, rune arcs, they're actually a limited resource. Unless you farm them from ratties or something like that. Never change Dark Souls / Elden Ring. Okay. Bird, therefore lovable sort. Oh, lovable sort. Bit crap. So, that must be who they based the Burger King statue helmet on. Yay. Yes, there's a grace site there, that's very good. Oh, almost. Almost. They should make these stand out more, like, seriously. Just make them glow a little bit or something. The amount I've missed. And the irony is it doesn't actually matter because I don't use them. Well, I do if I'm playing on my own, but I doubt we'll be doing... I doubt I'll be doing co-op. Unless somebody comments in the comments that they want me to. Or maybe at the end of this playthrough I'll do something like co-op and PvP. So yeah, these guys... Their main deal is... They do that, but also watch my FP. All my blue's gone. So, if you're a mage, beware. Because they will suck out your blue juice. Yeah, there's probably one here, yeah. Okay, luckily they don't have iframes. Maybe next time. So. Right, this place has a couple of hidden bits. This garden-y bit. So, we're just going to make sure that we're being nice and thorough. Are you alive? No. Okay. They were a bit stiff. A bit rigor mortis. Ooh, who mentioned a water wheel? Does anyone... 10 points to Gryffindor for anyone that remembers who mentioned a water wheel. Thanks, Adam Rickman. Okay. God, I haven't done his voice in ages. Probably sounds shit. Oh well. And poor Robbie Coltrane died recently. Who played Hagrid, indeed. Right, get it over and done with. I didn't mind him, you know. I liked him in the Pierce Brosnan Bond films, and also I was a big fan of. I hate the fucking lean they do towards you. 1 second. Ah, shit. Come on. There we go. Yes, I was a big fan of GoldenEye 007 back in the day on the Nintendo 64. Many childhood hours spent playing that particular gem. Before the... well, not before the internet, but before you could actually play online and on a console. So yes, it was just couch co-op, it was. Well, not even co-op, just multiplayer. Very, very fun, though. Very, very precious memories. I kind of, I feel sorry for the people that... Oh, God. I feel sorry for the... I mean, It's probably a bit big-headed to say, but was that a doggy? Yeah. Did they just fall off and die to the... Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. So, we got that little path. I'm just going to check if I missed anything else. Yeah. So there's an ambush here. Yeah, I feel sorry for the kiddies these days that have to play fucking shit like Fortnite. Oh, it's dreadful. Terrible, full of adverts and fucking crossovers. The latest one they've done now with My Hero Academia. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I'm an anime fan, but that... I hesitate, and I apologise for anyone that likes it, but, you know, we all have our own tastes and shit, but I hesitate to even use the word anime when describing My Hero Academia. Such shit. I couldn't even finish the first season. Olamaito! Like, it's such cliche garbage. It's so garbage. Yeah, no, anime. Give me, Hunter x Hunter. Oh my goodness. Now that's a shonen anime. You know, it's a similar sort of situation, like character-wise, and you know, you got your young male main characters, but it's hard to describe. It's just so unique, and it's got my favourite anime character of all time, Hisoka. Now you might imagine why I like them, because I also like the Joker, and they are very, very similar because they are both psychotic clowns. So I obviously have an unhealthy propensity to like murderous clowns. There you go. Maybe it's because I always thought I was a bit like Batman, but secretly I love my antithesis. Maybe I love the Joker. Well, I do love the Joker, but you know what I mean. Oh, something's dangerous. Okay, any ambushes? No, we're good. So these guys are praying to nothing. So that was a big one. Oh, pretty good armor set, you know. I'd say pretty good for mages if they want something a little bit tankier. And it looks cool too, so by all means, go for that one if you like it. Looked like a bit of a spell sword. That's the way back up. Yep. So yes, I love Hunter x Hunter. I watched the... when I first discovered it, the 2011 adaptation, I was still watching it as the episodes were coming out. And I remember at the time, like, being so excited for the next episode. And in Japan, episodes tend to come out every week. Hello. But I did go back and watch the original 1990s anime as well. Oh, hello. Which, do you know, it's not bad. It's actually not bad. I still highly recommend it. It's not as good as the modern one. Like, just everything, the animation, the voice acting, and then also there is some filler, which I hate, despise with a passion. There's some filler in the original, so I can only assume they were trying to pump out the episodes while the manga wasn't quite up to speed, so they were just putting their own shit in, which has ruined so many anime over the years. The original Full Metal Alchemist, Blue Exorcist, ruined. One Piece, the most, probably the worst anime filler I've ever experienced in One Piece. Such utter shit. Oh, terrible. And I used to love One Piece. I think I've spoken about it already, but everything up until the time skip, I was all for it. I was there. I was loving it. I was watching the episodes every week. The Japanese subs, loved it. And then the time skip happened, and that fucking Fishman arc was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then now I don't watch it anymore, I'm afraid. To be honest with you, I've not really watched a good series in a while. I think I feel like since playing this, I probably want to watch Berserk again, to be honest. Sorry, I'm just checking if I'm just doing a sweep, if I've missed anything. It's always good to do a sweep after you think you've cleared an area, because as we know, items are missable. Right, there we go. Yeah, I'll watch Berserk again. It's been a while. Oh, and the final season of Shingeki no Kyojin has come out, aka Attack on Titan. Actually didn't like that when it first came out, would you believe? I watched the first season, I was a bit like, Like, it wasn't generic or predictable like other anime. I just thought it was a bit boring, especially like midway through the season. It got a bit boring. I was like, bit of a snooze fest. But now, it's not my favourite anime. Oh, it's one of these Dark Elves dudes. Don't even need to blink to defeat you. Don't forget their item, Gravity Well. Crap. Okay, oh yes, some smithing stones. What was I saying? Shingeki no Kyojin. Yeah, yeah, it's not my favourite anime, but I'd still say it's very good. Very, very good. And in the last couple seasons, things really do take a twist. I mean, I've not seen the last season, but the past couple that I've watched, yeah, like, things turn out, or are turning out, in the way that you might not have originally suspected. So I'll be excited to see what happens. Maybe I'll watch that. But yeah, I'm kind of in the mood for, like I say, Berserk. And yeah, I need to watch the CGI, the weird CGI Berserk as well. Because I'll be honest, yeah, I've only seen the original anime. So I'll need to... But the only reason I've stayed away from the CGI ones is because they're supposed to be bad, but at the end of the day, I'll be the judge of that, thank you. You know, even if someone says an anime is shit, I'll still give it a go and formulate my own opinion on it. And, like, you know, all the ones that I've mentioned so far that they're either shit or they turned shit because they stuck around for too long. Another one, Dragon Ball, like, is it Kai? Dragon Ball Kai, or Super? I think it's Dragon Ball Super, the newest one, isn't it? I wouldn't say it was shit. Like, I'm kind of glad they changed the canon from Dragon Ball GT, but I'd say the golden days of Dragon Ball Z are kind of long gone. The voice acting's still good though. Actually, it's one of the rare occasions where I prefer the dub, the English dub. Yeah, I forgot the names of the voice actors, but I always remember Vegeta as like, what does he say? Kakarot, you fucking idiot. Something like that. Anyway. So, sorry, yes, I've kind of been spouting nonsense, but... So, I went up there, I got that schoolhouse classroom. Now, the reason I got that grace first is because we're going to need to teleport back up, okay? So, we have a couple of stops down this water wheel. First one is right here, okay? So, it feels a bit like Super Mario, but also a bit of the throwback to, what's it called? Blighttown. Do you guys wake up? Nope. Bit of a throwback to Blighttown. Some of you are going to wake up, aren't you? There's 1, 2. Oh, these are marionettes, I think. Do you know the what? You're going to wake up. Okay. It's just 3 big ones, right. The marionettes in Blighttown. Sorry, the water wheels of Blighttown. Imagine if there were marionettes. Avionette soldier ashes right there. Which, if you never noticed, they actually have one of those little orange dogs that breathe fire. Like just one, literally in the middle, powering it like a hamster wheel. It's quite amusing, actually. So, summon there. Also, we got the other marionette ashes earlier in the garden. I can't really comment on them. I assume they do the crazy spinning attack if they get damaged, but I could see them being quite squishy too, so maybe wouldn't rely on those too much. Okay, so that's just the way back up to where we came. However, we're going further down below. Yes, 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 yes. Now, for anyone who remembers 10 points to Slytherin, oh, is it there? Ah! Yeah. You can actually drop all the way down, but it's a little bit dangerous. If you remember, Patches mentioned something about an Iron Maiden or an Iron Virgin at the bottom of the water wheel in Rea Lucaria. So, here we are. This must be it, right? Now, where's the Iron Virgin that it speaks? Ah, hello, hello. So, before we deal with her, there are a few items that we're going to grab first, okay? Now, let's just try and be... you could probably be a bit sneakier than I'm being. So, that is our cat ring. That's our long-tail cat talisman. That will reduce fall damage, okay? Oh, also, there's something I forgot. No. All these sacrificial twigs I've been buying. Ah! Right, I'm just going to put a sacrificial twig on. You can probably guess what's going to be happening soon. Right, let me just make sure we're out of the way of her. Oh, that's death. I don't want to go down there. I think it was death. It seemed like it. Right, she's backed off. So yeah, there's a couple more items over here that we're just going to go get. Okay. Just try and ignore her for now. Let's make sure we get all the goodies first, yeah? Oh, there isn't anything up there, is there? Oh, there might be. Oh, we can get up here, right. Good. Yes, there is. So don't forget this over here, too. No, just check behind here in case. Yep. Yeah, look how far down we are now. So we've been to the highest point of Rea Lucaria, now we're at the lowest point. So, just watch what I'm going to do here. Okay? So, if anyone that remembers Patch's advice, this thing is magic. Now, what we need to happen is we need to actually be killed by the grab. Okay? If you're not killed by the grab, it won't work. So that's what I'm just making sure here. There we are. Okay, now I put the sacrificial twig on. I apologise, I should have told you earlier. That's just to protect our souls, so we don't have to come back. And also, I've been buying every single sacrificial twig in the game so far, so I better fucking use one. Ah, but look here. Yes. The Volcano Manor. Look. What's happened? What's happened? Now. Patches was not fully telling the truth, but he also wasn't fully lying. It didn't take us to the foot of the Erd Tree. It took us into the bowels of Volcano Manor. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the home of those recusants we've been hearing about, and also the place where Raya wanted us to go. She gave us an invitation. Now, one second, let me deal with you. So these batties, look, you'll see they're a little bit tougher already. Not killing them in one hit. Now, oh, for speedrunners... Second, let me just deal with this, so I'm not falling in the lava by accident. So, for speedrunners... I'm not sure if this still works, but there is a way, or there was a way to get down. They may have patched it, but there was a way to get down to the lower level of the Volcano Manor. It's sort of the main area of the Volcano Manor, because up here, this place is only accessible from the Iron Virgin trap that we just got caught in, okay? Sorry, I am gonna go check over there just in case there's any items. Is that the way to go back here? Yes, it is, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the only way to get to this specific spot is... So you'll see, lava doesn't hurt very much in this game. It's not like previous Souls games. It's very much survivable, but you can only walk in it. That's the problem. Sorry, I'm just gonna check over here. So yeah, that's the main area of Volcano Manor, and this place you can only get to through the Iron Virgin. I initially missed this in my first playthrough because I never found patches. I never found patches in his second location, so I never knew the hint about the water wheel. Okay? So I felt a little bit stupid at the time, I must admit. But... now I know all about it. So, it's darker than you think. Feels like we're in Death Mountain. Okay. It's also probably... probably the first game where the... sorry. I'm just trying not to lose my footing. Yeah, it's probably the first game where the lava doesn't actually look terrible, I'd say. It actually looks... oh! It looks pretty good, I'd say. It looks better and it doesn't hurt as much, so I'm all for it. Ooh. Now it feels like we're in, what's the place called in God of War? Sorry. Begins with an M, I think. The Fire World, where you, do all those trials. Mephisto? No. I can't remember. Oh well. It reminds me of that anyway. Okay. So, we have come here, okay? And you're kind of maybe asking why. Why would you come here when we're trying to do the academy? So, the only reason we've come here is to just get the first grace site, okay? Oh, look, it's the Bloodborne creatures. So these are Albinorics, but they've been put in some sort of... they've been put through some torture, and they've got a bag over their head. Ooh. Yeah, so very much like the patients from Bloodborne. Now, any more? No. So... we obviously need to rest here because we've been ensnared in a transporter trap. Now, I'm only going to carry on for a little bit. There is a boss coming up. I'm not going to be doing this boss right now. And the reason for that... for some reason they drop butterflies, so that makes sense. The reason for that... sorry, I'm just I'm trying to talk and figure out a way to go through here as well. The reason for that is because I don't want to gain access to the Altus Plateau yet, which is where this place will lead if I decide to defeat that boss. Okay? And the reason why we don't want to go to the Altus Plateau yet... oh, excuse you. Is because... one sec. Could you come closer, please? No, I'm gonna die. Ah! We're okay. Is because it like I've mentioned previously, it changes things a little bit. It progresses NPC quests, and I don't want that to happen until we're completely up to speed with absolutely everything that we want to do before we get to that point in the game. So I don't want to accidentally... Oh, some smithing stones 6, that's good. I don't want to accidentally progress people's quests. You'll still be able to technically complete all of those quests, but we'll miss a couple of in-between bits, and I do not want that to happen under any circumstances. So I'm going to play it safe. I don't know for a fact if you do this boss that will be the case, but I think I've safely tested this before, and it's safe to just come to that first grace site. It shouldn't have any effect on the game. Now, I might be talking out my arsehole here, and for that, if I am, I apologise. Somebody might know better. If you know for a fact, look in the comments. Maybe somebody will tell... Oops, somebody will tell you. But I am going to err on the side of caution, and I'm not going to go in that boss room. We can get all this at least. Get some burning cave moss, dude. Yeah, man. Okay. So, the boss arena is just round here. Okay? I'm not going to be doing it now. I don't want to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight back to the schoolhouse classroom and just carry on with Raya Lucaria. Okay? Now, you might say, why not just do that later? Well, you know, I thought I'd show you now and at least show you that it exists. Sorry, I'm just taking a drink. Show you that it's there, and maybe for subsequent playthroughs you might want to... You know, you might want to go there a bit earlier and gain access to the Altus Plateau and stuff, so... There we are, people. Now, I got you. Okay, obviously we saw that sorcerer here, so... This one is a bit more of a battle mage. They have a sword, but they can still do glintstones, I think. So watch out for that. Now, hidden chest right here. I think this one is a cookbook. Yep, I know because I missed it in my first playthrough. Ooh, another scroll, very nice. So we can give that to Selen or the Turtle Pope. Excuse me. Or there is I think there's actually a third NPC that will accept those, but we haven't met them yet. Loving this smithing stone 4 very, very much. So yes, sorry, there was an illusory wall there. And this should lead back to the water wheel bit. So you can go up here, and we're going to get one of our first crowns. Oh god, I thought I was going to die then. Oh god, I almost did. Yikes. There we go. Olivinus glintstone crown. So, different crowns, I don't know for a fact, actually, but I know they have slightly different effects. Oh, I think they raise intelligence, but each different crown negatively impacts another stat, like endurance or vigor or something like that. I'm not gonna look because I don't feel like it. And also, we're not a mage, so we don't really need to worry ourselves about that one. Look, they're just reading. What a shame. Who said reading never killed anyone? Right. So this bit is a little bit more dangerous. So I'm just going to be a little bit hasty. Now, I could have done with killing this guy with my first jump attacky. That's fine. Okay, the jar really isn't a problem. Literally just an obstacle. Now, watch your back here because there are more sorcerers behind you. Okay? Hello, Burger. Burger boy. So yeah, I apologise, that could have gone a little bit more smoothly, but we survived, which is all I care about. Ritual part, good. So, this should be locked, yes, okay. We can get behind there relatively soon. I'll show you. Now there's more sorcerers up here. Crap. And there's one to our right. Here, let's take them. Always take the ranged out first. Bit of an RPG 101 to always take out the squishy ranged dude. So, well, at least they have Sky TV here. Right. Ah, yes, look, all the crowns there. Well, 3 of them. Ah, and who could this be? I do wonder. Could it be the matron of this here establishment? Who knows? So, don't worry, I'm not going in the boss room just yet. I thought there might be a is there a Jesus statue, or perhaps statue of Marika? No, we're all good. So, if you're playing online, you'll probably get this clue here, but also, if you look at this bookshelf, it's empty. What could that mean? Yes. To quote another YouTuber, Miyazaki, you've done it again. Right. Now, very, very good spell there. If very high requirement for intelligence, I believe. You'll need to up your intelligence to, like, I'm not going to look, but, like, I'm just going to say plus 60 or something like that, maybe. But a very powerful, I want to say it's the most powerful glintstone type projectile. When I say glintstone, I just mean, like, the standard, like, soul spear type of spell. So, did I get everything up here, actually? Sorry, I'm just making sure. Yeah. So, there is more right here. This feels a bit like Sekiro when you're in the castle and you go in the lofty bits. Okay, so right here, we're on the other side of that door, but look what we get. We get a pretty good talisman. Oh, and some pots. Nothing better to do. That's a pretty good talisman for mages, so it will, excuse me, itchy eye now, sorry. It increases your intelligence. It increases the potency of your sorry, it doesn't increase intelligence, it increases the potency of your sorceries. Is there another? No. So, there is a better version later on in the game, but that is as good as you'll get for now, so highly recommended. I'm trying to think of equivalents in other games. I can't really, because I'm not really a sorcerer, I can't think very clearly. I know there's like the Dusk Ring and stuff, although is that for more memory slots? I don't know. Anyway, so this boss right here, bit of a tricky one, okay? Bit of a tricky one. Very squishy, but as we know with squishy enemies, the trade-off is they do a lot of damage, and that's exactly what this enemy is going to be doing, okay? Also, another trait of squishy bosses, they cannot really be staggered very easily, okay? This guy's very sturdy. I'm going to try without summons. I might die, I might not die, but we will find out. Also, I've just realised I've got to put on my thingy. You know what, give me that. Just for this fight, give me that. Bit of extra magic resist. So, as you can imagine, it's a magic-based boss, but they can do some physical thingies. The Red Wolf of Radagon. So, bit of a Sif throwback, as you can see. Now, as I told you, very squishy, right? But do not be fooled. Okay, and Comet Shard. Now, the sword is the main problem, I would say, for us, although they're not doing much damage. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially over-leveled. Just heal up, though. Got caught on them a little bit there. Come on. Yeah. Spam it all you want. So, that is a trick they like to do. They like to fire off their little homing spell and then rush at you with their sword, so just watch out for that one. But anyway, I wouldn't say I'm pleasantly surprised. I'd say I'm quite pleased, because it shows all our effort is now beginning to pay off. It's all coming to fruition. But to be honest with you, this is the way I like to play RPG games. You do all the side missions first, and then you come to the main story place, and you fucking show them who's boss. That's the way it should be, okay? Now, finally, we get dex up to 15. There. And do you know what? While we're here, let's talk about soft caps, okay? As is customary with Soulsborne games, each attribute has what's called a soft cap and a hard cap. So, some of you may know what this means. If you don't, a soft cap means that once you get your attribute to a certain level, so say if I got this to 60, which is the soft cap for Vigor, sort of the upper soft cap, I would say. If we got this to 60 and then we say wanted to put more points in, say up to 99, the return that we would get, the actual points into our HP from 60 onwards, would be minuscule compared to what we had up until that point. So instead of like plus 20 HP, we'd start to get like plus 3, plus 5, that kind of thing. So the returns depreciate the further you go higher into the soft cap. So when I say hard cap, when you get to 99, obviously that's the upper limit. That's as high as you can go. So we're interested in soft caps. Okay? Now the only ones that I know are for the stats that I'm leveling. So Vigor, 60. Okay? Endurance. In this game, it's a little bit higher than most of the Souls games. Most of the Souls games, the traditional cap for endurance, your stamina, is 40. In this one, it'll be 50 for us. Now, I say 50, we might actually be going a little bit higher. Okay? Now, the only reason we'll be going higher is because we may want to have some more points in our equip load stat, because we might need a little bit more of a push to enable us to wear some heavier armor. Okay? That's the way I like to play. Now, strength and dex are usually the same soft caps, okay? They usually have the same levels of requirements. So, for strength and dex, it's a little bit more complicated, okay? So, we have a lower soft cap and an upper soft cap. The lower soft cap for strength and dexterity is 50 points, okay? Now, we are going to be more interested in going higher, and the main reason for that is because we will have higher weapon scaling, higher strength scaling with our weapons, okay, because we've made them heavy. So, the upper soft cap for strength and dexterity is 80 points. So, once we get Vigor up to 60 and endurance up to 50, we're pretty much going to be just pumping the rest of our points into strength. Okay? So, we'll get to 50. We'll be happy at 50 for a good while, once we sorted out our other base stats. And then, we will just, like I say, pump them all the way up to 80, and then the better our weapon scaling is, I'd say the higher you can go. Maybe you want to even go to 99, because say if your weapon had S scaling, you'd still be getting some pretty good points into strength. You'd get like 2 or 3 points into strength with each level, which is still pretty good. Now, the other thing to note is, if you're looking to build a PvP character, so if your character is going to be for PvE, player versus environment, and PvP, player versus player, you might not want to go too high with your level, because that will lock you in to only be able to matchmake with players of a similar level to you, okay? So that might be something to consider. So you might want to stop at, say, level 120 or something. Now, that's not really the way I like to play, because, I don't really plan on making this a PvP character anyway, and if I do decide to do some PvP, I don't really care what level I am. It doesn't really factor in for me, so I will just be going as high as I want to go, especially for the purposes of this playthrough. So, I hope I explained that to the best of my ability. If you need more of a clear explanation, or if you need to jog your memory or whatever, just searching in Google or on the wiki. Just search, you can either search stats Elden Ring and it will tell you the various soft caps, or you can search for Elden Ring soft caps, and then there'll be various websites or forums or wikis that you can look at to get all of the information that you need. Okay, so that's how I learned in the first place. But also, I say I learned, I played this game when it first came out, so there wasn't really that information to begin with. Okay, there were sort of rumours and ideas and opinions. So I actually, when I first played, I did a lot of playing around myself, and you can do exactly the same with your character. You can just, if you can play around with them, and also you have the privilege of being able to respec your character in this game. So you might, you might go into the respec menu and see, okay, my strength starts dropping off heavily at this point, or my HP stops leveling up at this point. So your soft cut might be like 70, or it might be 45, I don't know. Whatever you're happy with is what I would recommend. But your guide, your starting point is what I said. 60, 50, 50, or 80, or all the way up to 99, depending on your weapon scaling. And then factor in your ultimate soul level at the top there, 62 for me at the moment, whether or not you want to do PvP or PvE. So, I apologise if I bored you a little bit there. Oh, no, damn. As soon as I explained that, they're dual-wielding my favourite weapon. Right, my mouth's got a bit dry after that. 1 second. Excuse me. Now, while I'm here, I might as well check the time. Almost an hour, and then we're still recording. Good. So, I feel as though that's a good point in the game to start, really explaining soft caps. Anyway, look up here. So there's that lady again above my head there that we saw in the hallway, but there's also this lady here. Look, you see? Now, people theorize that this, and I tend to agree, because look how much her face is sort of lit up. Like, if you look at these two, it's like, you can't really make out their features too well. But these two, they stand out a little bit. And the theory is that this is Selen. Okay? Now, it's potentially, the theory is flawed because Selen is an outcast. She was expelled from the academy. However, this place has obviously seen better days. It's in disrepair. So it could just be that they didn't get round to taking this down in time. But I'm pretty sure that's probably Selen. And it also kind of looks like her, doesn't it? The statue that she wears. So she probably had a statue made in her image, like these other mages here. Yeah, so yeah. Burger King boy there, and the other ones. Oh, yes, look. This is the twin. You get a twin helmet, so that's probably what these two are. So yeah, I think it's highly likely, if not 100% certain, that this is Selen right here. Anyway, so enough babbling like a buffoon. Let's go into the next part of the academy. Now, we're actually getting... Well, I say we're getting close. There is a sort of an offshoot bit in that direction. But honestly, we're not far. If we just ran up there, defeated a couple of enemies there, and then got a lift, we'd be up to the final boss of the area already. However, we're going to be exploring absolutely everything now. Somewhere else I missed in my first playthrough. Et voila. So, this leads to another excellent talisman for sorcerers. Okay? And you'll see, I think it counts as one of the legendary talismans as well, which is needed, I think, for one of the trophies to get platinum. If you're playing on PlayStation. I mean, I don't even know if this is a PlayStation exclusive. Is it on? I'll be honest. I don't even know if it's on PC or Xbox. It's definitely not on Switch. God, can you imagine this running on the Switch? I'm surprised they could even get bloody Witcher to work on that. Right. So, here we are. So, we're at the What's this place called? The theatre something. Hang on. Debate parlour. The Radagon icon. So this increases the casting speed of your spells. Okay, now this does scale with dexterity. However, for this stage in the game, you probably won't have your dexterity maxed out, or you've been pumping points into intelligence. So this is where this little thingy comes in. Now this is Radagon of the Golden Order. This is the other god. The yin to Marika's yang. Okay. Is it yang or wait, yin and yang? Yeah, right. Okay. A legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Radagon. Yes, shortens the casting time of sorceries and incantations. As a husband of Renala and of Caria, the red-haired Radagon studied sorcery, and as a husband of Queen Marika, he studied incantations. Thus did the hero aspire to be complete. So, he dipped his toe into both types of magic. Oops. These guys are annoying. They kind of don't get flinched like these twats. That's the Twin Sage helmet right there. So, yes, one more thingy over here. And then there should be another drop down bit. Are there doggies or... oh no, there are pots and a Twin Sage thingy. Now, I'd say the Twin Sage helmet there is probably the best one out of the crown set, because it gives you the highest increase in intelligence, to my understanding. So look out for that one. We will be finding it in this place eventually. Okay. She knows. So. Now this place might look a little bit non-threatening at first. There's just a couple of guys foraging, there's some crabbies doing their crabby things. However, be careful, because over here on the left, and I'm going to ignore these guys and go deal with this first, we have a visitor. Yes. Now this time we don't need to let them kill us, so we can go to town on them. Oh, I didn't think they'd do that. Grab me. So remember, they take more damage if you hit them in the tummy when it's open. No. Alright. Gonna open your cavity? No. Spinny. If they do a spinny, run away. Oops, I did not see that coming. Wow! Am I alive? Ah! I'm alive? I think that did much more damage because they hit me mid-air. But like Sekiro. Well, very lucky to be alive. So these things, they are not a joke. They really are not a joke. Come on, kill your friends. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like they always do that after a spinny. Yeah, you're done. So now we can relax a little bit as we take out the small fry. I do like to kill everything in a dungeon, so I'm afraid the crabbies will not be spared this time. Also, don't think I've forgotten about that dungeon where that big mama crab killed me. Oh no, I haven't forgotten about that. Forgive, ladies and gents, but never forget. That's the key to success. Well, it's I was going to say it's probably bad advice, but ultimately, no, it's not, because you know, hurt me once, shame on me. Hurt me sorry, I beg your pardon. Hurt me once, shame on you. Hurt me twice, shame on me. So it kind of fits in with that saying. By all means, forgive somebody, but don't forget if they wronged you. Otherwise, you could be liable to be hurt again by them, or somebody else from a similar situation. So yes, here we go, more mummers. Oh, they hit me, they hit me. Yeah, you see why I'm not showing any mercy to the babes. Jesus, when the crabs are worse than the boss we just fought. Okay, so anything around here, please? Nope. Shame we can't see below us. But yeah, we just came from up there. That's the mountain we were at before. Mount Doom. I can hear something moaning up there. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's a pumpkin head. It is a pumpkin head. Right, a few more crabbies. I actually got some smoked salmon, if anyone is a fan today. I got some smoked salmon, some bagels, and some cream cheese. Yes, a bit of a classic, but goodness me. It's Scottish smoked salmon. So, I mean, for anyone that doesn't know, smoked salmon, it basically means that it's not really been cooked as such. It's been cured in smoke, so it's obviously a little bit smoky. But depending on the type of wood that you burn, so I know beech wood is quite popular. It can get a different flavour, a different scent. And Scottish wild smoked salmon as well is very delicious. Oh, shit. I think, oh, there we go, we got the Burger King, finally. Carlos. What was I saying? Smoked salmon. One sec. What are you doing? Yeah, I was going to say, I think salmon could be my favourite fish, but there's another fish that I really love, and I've not had it in a while. If anyone's had it, monkfish. Monkfish makes a mean fish curry. So good, so good. Oh, I thought there might be a second crabby. Okay, this one is fucked up. That's sleep powder. Yeah, monkfish, not had it in a while. Quite expensive. Usually just have it at restaurants, but it's quite a meaty fish. Well, it's meaty and tender. It's a bit like lobster. I'm just thinking what other fish I haven't had in a while. I haven't had swordfish in ages. The last time I had swordfish, was when I was in Greece, on the Isle of Crete. Right. So, you may remember I mentioned this sort of spiral staircase here. Or curved staircase, I should say. When I was down below, because we could see it from the lakes. There's a boulder. So it spawns from that little thingy up there. And as soon as we go onto the stairs, it will start rolling down and try to crush us. So, I am just quickly going to run for this item. See if I can make it. Now you can roll through. Yeah, that's fine. You can roll through the boulder. So what I suggest there is bait the first ball and then go for that item. There's an item here. Go, let's heal up to be safe. Now. So we're probably going to have to roll through the next ball, which is fine. I think this guy is debating the same. Oh no. They tried to get around it, and then I was watching them and I got distracted and I got hit. You couldn't make it up, could you? Okay, so that's locked from behind. Now this, don't go in this, okay? Unless you want to. This will take you to the Church of Vows. Honestly, I just get the feeling they put this here for lore reasons. Like maybe this is how Renala and Radagon travelled to the Church of Vows to get wed. Anyway, so this guy, Moongrum, Carrion Knight. They're actually wearing that Carrion Knight. Oh, they see me. Armor set that we saw earlier. Now, people struggle with this guy. They struggle, okay? And honestly, he's not bad. He's not bad. However, we have a huge sword. So, I think that's probably going to be a hard counter for this dude, if I'm honest. But they do have some tricks up their sleeve, so watch out. Okay, they're going to try and heal. But... Ooh! Oh, goodness me! I'm talking all that shit, look! Impressive. I'll be honest with you, the reason I died there is because I forgot they had that spell. I knew they had the Carrion Grandeur one, which is where you kind of grow your sword and you do a vertical strike, but I forgot they had the Rapier thrusting spell, so now I know. And that's very much a roll catch, which is what he did to me there. So, I thought, honestly, I wasn't oblivious to the fact that I might die against them. But now you have invoked my ire. Also, I have realised that I've still got my I've still got that blue talisman on. Give me some green. Oops, I forgot about the boulder coming down. Give me some green. Give me some more green, and we'll deal with you. Also, another trick is you can actually make. There's a lift shaft up there. I believe you can make them fall if you want to cheese them. However, we're not going to be doing that, I'm afraid. Now, this time it's going to be quite different, I'm afraid, and I'm quite confident in saying that. Okay, I'm trying not to let them do a shield counter this time. Okay, that's fine. Come at me. Ah, good spacing, good spacing. So yeah, the AI is quite clever with this one. They kind of know to bait your attacks a little bit. I think that's why people struggle. But anyway, there you go, bitch. Right. Also, as you saw there, because I broke their guard, I was able to do a counterattack on them. So I don't think there's anything here, so let's be careful. However, this is progression. That's a little lift I told you about. That will take you up to the final boss of the area. However, we have a bit more to do. We have a bit... Oh! Hello. Oh, goodness me! Honestly, I didn't know what spell they were going to use. Okay, I'm almost tempted to put my blue... my blue talisman back on, you know? Almost tempted. Do you know what? Do you know what? Why not? I've got my turtle shield, so I've got some green regen. So yeah, we'll go with that. Now, jump off down here to the side. Okay, and then we're on the other side of this door here, but also we can go say hello to Mr. Pumpkinhead up here, who is controlling the boulder spell thingy-majiggy that's going on up there. So let's try and take out some of the little dudes. There might be... Oh, they've spotted. That's fine, I'll kite you. Come on. Come on. In the dick. The mage saw us. That's a bit more... that's a bit more of a problem. Okay, give me a sec. Please move, thanks. That's fine, as long as oh, they're doing their spin to Winnie. Fucking... this isn't good. Okay, as soon as I get free... Right, we just won. Now it's fine. So that was probably the worst possible attack this twat could have done right there. Anyway. Let's get our goodies. So we've got a glintstone scarab. I think that might increase your intelligence at the cost of something. I'm not going to look because it's to do with magic. But there should be an item down here on the roof. Okay, yep, so there we go. Yep. There we go. So, Oh, I did fuck up. Sorry, I didn't open the back side of that door right there, so we'll go do that now. And also, because we defeated all those enemies, the boulder should stop spawning now. So we don't need to worry about that one again. Have a drink while this is going. Excuse me. So, I can hear the Virgin Mary again. The Virgin, Oh, because I died, didn't I? I died. Yeah. Yes, you're not immune to dying, Josh. You're not immune to dying. So, the next bit, an annoying bit, okay? Annoying more for not so much the enemies, but the level design, the platforming that we have to engage with. So, first of all, these. I'd recommend coming from behind these dudes because they do. The whole thing is they snipe you from up here while you're trying to not get killed by these guys. And there is another one here. There we go. Also a very important item on this balcony. It's another whetstone, so that's for all your magic based God, I always forget what to call it. Affiliations? Yeah, let's just call it that. So when you put an Ash of War on your weapon, you can now choose to make it scale with magic or maybe like gravity or something. Do you know what? We'll look at that one because I'm just guessing here like a dickhead. Let's have a look. So the magic one. Hang on. When applying an affinity, it was affinity, using physical or magic type ashes of war. Initial affinity magic or frost. There you are. I thought it might have included gravity or something like that. Anyway, so there is another shortcut down here. Now this will lead to where all the Crabbies and the Virgin Mary was. Right there. Do you know, I've not got... Oh, hello. I've not got many heals, but I know I've died, and I almost died to the pumpkin, but I'm feeling good. I'm still feeling pretty confident, so... Like I say, this bit isn't so much about the enemies, it's more about traversing these rooftops, okay? So make sure you don't miss this bit before carrying on. You're going to try and shoot me. Try. Okay, so there's a ladder here. And there might be an item here, yes. There's no trap there, no. Lots of gold runes, which we like to see, as always. So I can yeet them straight away. And put myself in danger of losing them. Oh, there's the... Oh, fuck. No! There's an item. Right, looks like we're going back anyway, guys. Can I jump from here? I might be able to, actually. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit far. YOLO! You can do it. Go away. So I apologise about this. Look. Well, at least I didn't have to come back in the next episode and grab it, hey? There you go. And it was practically useless, but... that's kind of besides the point, isn't it? We pick up all the shinies. So, back into Radagon's room. The Master Debate room, should I say. Yeah, so we got all of our Heelys back anyway. And we'll go back up to those rooftops now that we got the shortcut. Yes. So, apologies for that little distraction there. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some old traversing of the rooftops here. I just also noticed it always rains here, doesn't it? That's a bit depressing. Always rains here. Maybe that enhances the efficacy of glintstone magic. Okay, here we are, deja vu. Right, let's carry on. Okay. So, on this bridge we have, it looks straightforward, but we have some avionettes, some little marionette thingies, and this guy at the end. Now they're going to fire a big old spiral spell towards us, but it has a bit of a charge time, so I'm just going to run straight in. I'm going to get hit a little bit, but that's fine. There we go. And then we can deal with these guys. Now, these guys can... oh, they bleed you, so watch out for that. But also, they can still do their crazy spinny attack if you make them angry. And it does hurt, so be careful. And if they apply bleed as well, that's a bit of a problem. An accident waiting to happen right there. What's all this bluey? I've never really noticed all this. Huh. Is it safe to breathe? Or is it just the Aurora Borealis? Who knows? Meteor Bolt, there we are. So, hang on. Sorry, I got myself turned around a little bit. Yeah, so I was thinking there was a ladder here, but there isn't. Now, look at this little enticing morsel right there. You can't make this jump. You have to go down first in order to go up. In true Dark Souls fashion. So, don't drop down here, okay? Don't drop down there. What we need to do is we need to make this jump over to this roof. Now, it's quite tricky, but you've got to sort of get all the way to the edge and then jump. Now, watch out for more puppets. There we go. Bye-bye. I don't really want to jump down there yet. Guys, can you... okay. Oh, hello, there you are. Right. Yeah, because I always do this wrong, I will admit. I always tend to do this a little bit wrong. So give me a second here while I just think. I know there's an item down there, and I know there's an item halfway down this tower that you have to drop to. I'm just trying to think of an optimal way to progress here. So we definitely want to go this way first, but we can, by the looks of it, we can make this jump and then come back over. But isn't it like there's an item on this roof? So the, oh, that was close. There's not really much of a point in doing that. Okay, do you know what? Let's just go this way first. Let's just go this way. Right. Just check beneath. No, we're all good. Take you. Thankfully they're all turned around. Very helpful. Okay, so this is how we're... oh, right, there's our ambush. Nope. Nope. This is how we're going to get up to that item we saw on the roof, but there's also some more goodies at the top of the tower. I'm just trying to test myself to see if I can remember what it is. Oh, it's... oh, I think it's a crossbow. I think it's a weird crossbow, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. Had to really rack my brains there. It's far too late for that. It's like 1 AM here. So I'm literally going to do this and then go straight to bed, I think. Like, I probably won't even... yes, there we go. Full moon crossbow. There. Probably scales of magic, so, again, interesting for mages. Now, I think we want to drop here. 1 second. Yes, there's our item. Yeah, I probably won't even upload this video yet. It doesn't take me too long because thankfully I've got quite good internet. I say that, I don't have conventional internet, like I'm not plugged into a telephone a telephone line in the from the wall, I use a 5G router, would you believe? And it lets me connect directly to the 5G network. And it's one of the best things I've ever bought in my entire life. Now, I jumped down here before thinking, honestly, I think we have to make 2 trips anyway. Yeah, because once you go down there, you can't get back up to here. So do you know what? Just take me over here. Let's just do this. Watch out for enemies. Yeah, I did it a few months ago. Because I went from an average of about 16 download speed, megabytes download, to, I won't even give an average because I'm not entirely sure, but the highest I've seen my download speed go to now is over 600. I want to say 650 kind of area, megabytes of download speed per second. I mean, for anyone that understands the ramifications of this, to go from what I was on to that in the space of a day, it was fucking hot. It was so good. Oh my goodness. It was so life-changing. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do this channel. I would not have been able to do this channel, because if you imagine that's what my download speed was, 16 megabytes, just imagine what my upload speed would have been. Like, probably negative, like in the negative, like, kind of area. Like, it would have been like, oh, sorry, yes, imbued sword key, very important. If you remember, for the 4 belfries, that's how we open the sending gates around the 4 belfries. I will go back and go up that tower, but I'll probably venture down here first. What was I saying? Yeah, my upload speed must have been 0.0 something. 0.0 something, so less than 1 megabyte. Less than 1.1 megabytes of download speed. So you can imagine trying to upload 2K videos to YouTube. Like, can you even begin to conceptualize how long that would have taken? Like, fucking at least a day for a whole video. At least 1 day. And now, my upload speed? Do you know what? Sorry. I know you're here for some Elden Ring, but I'm kind of curious now. Sorry, let me just see what it is now. Watch it be shit, and I'm just talking my arse. Alright, let's just go on Ookla. Speed test. Finding optimal server. Give it a second. So also, just for anyone who's still stuck on shit internet, wired internet, like if you think that your phone provider can give you a 5G or even a 4G router, like 4G won't be terrible. Well, probably will be, but hang on, let me do a. Yeah, I told you it's not. Of course, it's not working. Of course, it's not working. Let me try Google speed test. Speed. Google, are you gonna work for me? Yeah, Google's working. Okay. So. Okay, it's done the megabyte. It's done the download speed. It's 450 at the moment, and my upload speed is 30 megabytes per second. So, now that I have that kind of upload speed, videos take, I want to say less than half an hour to upload to YouTube. Less than half an hour. Let's say an average of half an hour to upload to YouTube. And that's just for the standard quality, and then I can turn off my computer and carry on with my day whilst it's processing up to HD. Like, once it's uploaded onto YouTube, YouTube just takes care of the whole HD bit, which suits me perfectly. So yeah, it's sorry I'm going on about this, but you know me by now. I like to go off on tangents a lot. But one sec before I commit to this. There was an item over here. Yeah. Is there a second marionette? No. Wait, I hear one. Do I? No. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how I would have been able to do YouTube, really. Like, I wouldn't say it would have been impossible, but fucking hell, it would have been almost impossible. Now make sure that you jump down to the chandelier, because we get our... Oh, no! No! Sorry, guys. Anyway, it kind of works out because we need to go back there anyway, so I'm not too miffed about it. And also, I'd rather die to fall damage than to an enemy, so whatevs. Yeah, what was I talking about? Internet speeds. Oh yes, I remember. So yeah, for some reason, even though I live in Manchester, which is a pretty major city in the UK, I don't have fibre optic broadband. And I live in a pretty built-up suburban area, and I don't have fibre optic broadband. I'm still an old copper broadband, people. Or I was on copper broadband, and it's like, what the... I know it's a very sort of old grumpy man of me, but I wrote to the council, like, because I've lived here for like fucking 6 years or something, and I wrote to the council. I was like, hello, what? What's going on? Do you forget that we exist here? And yeah, just nothing. They didn't give a shit, really, is a nice way of putting it. So I took matters into my own hands, and it's one of the best decisions... Oh, sorry, one sec. Green, please, green, please. No, thanks. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. So, there's no going back. The only thing is, if I had to move, I would need to move somewhere that either has fibre optic broadband or... yes, we need to go over here. Sorry, yeah, go over here again. I'd need to move to somewhere that either has fibre optic broadband... Hello? Did they just kill themselves? Flying enemies dying to gravity. You gotta love it. Oh, that was a good hit. And you've just done exactly the same? Yep. Okay. So yes, sorry, the reason I came back here is to jump down to this, and we should get another crown. Yes, from this crystal crabby. Oh, excuse you. There we go, the Lazuli glintstone crown. Reminds me of Sekiro. So yeah, I'd either need to get fibre optic, or I'd need to move to somewhere else that had a good 5G signal. And to be honest, if I were to stay within Manchester, I probably would. The chances are I'd still be able to get a pretty good signal, unless I moved like really far out or something. But look, there's our final crystal crabby over there. Okay. But we will get there shortly. First, we've got to get back to where we were, get our runes back. So yes, for anybody out there who feels as though it's kind of a little bit hopeless for them, please speak to your phone network and see if they can do you a 5G or a 4G router package, because it just adds on to your phone bill. Like, there's no separate contract. Well, no, it kind of just falls under the same contract. Like, it's literally just like an add-on. You've got to pay for the router though, and I want to say it was like £80. So it's not going to break the bank. especially if you've got a little bit of money saved up, and it is beyond worth it. There's a Twin Sage Glintstone Crown, so that in my opinion is probably the best one. Better than the other ones you get later in the game as well, I would say. Although again, it depends on your playstyle. Oh, Carrying Great Sword right there. So don't miss this little kick ladder. Oh, we probably won't need to use it, although there is one more tricky enemy coming up. There's this fine lady through here. This lady is probably I was going to say she's killed the most players in the game, but that would be inaccurate. But she's probably killed her fair share of players. She's put them in their place. You just see the bloodstains here. So this is a page. However, she likes... Ooh, double whip. It's a bit spicy. She likes to... Do you know what? Why not? Let's put a bubble on. She likes to rapid fire, sort of Ishin the Sword Saint style, rapid fire her weapon at you. And it can melt you within a matter of milliseconds. So we are just going to play it very cool. We're just going to bait a shot, and we're safe. She's already dead. And we got our bubble. Sorry, sweetheart. There. Now, we get a pretty cool staff now. Azur's Glintstone Staff. I think that belonged to one of the primordial sorcerers who studied primordial glintstone magic. So it's probably one of the better staffs in the game right there. Now, if you remember, there's a little crabby. Did I? Oh, I beg your pardon, I already got it. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's all of Raya Lucaria done apart from the boss. And it only took a little bit longer because I've been blithering on a little bit, and debate hall, please. Yeah. I've been blathering a little bit and getting distracted, but aside from that, we've done okay. We've done it in pretty good time. It's almost a shame, really, but we do have the Karian Manor to look forward to next. So we could take the shortcut, but honestly, because the ball isn't spawning anymore, or is it? I see some sort of glowy up there. It shouldn't. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't. Let me see. Also, you can summon your spirit ashes here if you need a little helping hand. Let me see. It shouldn't spawn again, should it? No. There we go. I thought the portal disappeared. So, it reminds me of Twilight Princess. Do you know how the Twilight monsters spawn from the sky? Right. So, like I said, I think you can bait that NPC to fall down this lift shaft here if you're struggling with them. And honestly, you saw I died to them, but you might really struggle if you come here a bit too early and you're a bit underleveled, perhaps. So, I don't think there's anything around here. Nope. So, get ready for a juicy cutscene coming up. This is the Grand Library. And I think that's the tower that we went to the top. Yeah, it is, yeah. Do you remember? This thing here. So we went underneath the academy and we went up to the top of that tower. So get ready for some freaky, spooky, scary cutscenes. Hello. I love the way she bites at your heels.
Little Calva. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
Oh, we have Renala of the full moon. So let's get straight into it. These glowing little ladies are the ones that we need to destroy. They also sing as well. Now get ready, because Mama is about to become vulnerable. Okay. Let's get one more big swing. Now, honestly, give me my green back. Now.
Come, sweetings. Time to be
Okay,
born anew.
she's gonna throw some of her little ladies at us, so watch out for that. Also, things can fall on you from the ceiling, so be careful. Alright. So yeah, glowing yellow, throwing books at you and singing is what you need to look out for. Now we need one more. That's fine. So it's the old rule of 3. It's like we're playing a Nintendo game. Okay, right, get ready for phase 2. So if you know what you're doing, it's really not much of an issue. The second phase is a little bit more of a challenge. Okay. So she becomes very much of a glass cannon.
My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born, forever and ever.
Amen. So, 10 points to Gryffindor for anyone who recognises this voice.
Upon my name as Rani the Witch.
Well, she just said her name, so...
Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser. Send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon.
Okay, now...
And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Get ready to dodge, okay? Because it's gonna be a... Kamehameha! There we go. So that can melt you if you're not careful. Now she's going to do her moon spell. Very slow, but it's big AoE damage when it explodes. So aside from her spells, her other trick is that she can summon. Okay? I'm going to get one more.
Sworn giant.
Here we go. So she can summon. She can summon big old nasties to try and fuck you up. Ooh, good damage, good damage. That was a comet, that's fine. Do you know what? Give me a shield. I think they... Oh! Oh, Bloodhound, this guy's a problem. This is probably the worst summon. So I'm just going to play it safe, okay? Just going to play it safe till they disappear. Just watch out for Kamehamehas, like this. Kamehameha! Thanks. Sorry, we were talking about Dragon Ball earlier, weren't we? One more. And this is why I put my green talisman back on, to be honest with you.
Oh, little Rani, my dear daughter.
Weave thy night into
Weave
being.
thy night into being.
Sorry, Mama. So, we got the boss soul. we got the Great Rune. Okay. And there we are. So we didn't actually kill the Carian Queen. No. What we fought was...
Where did he flee?
Oh, give me a second.
Sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty, dither not. Come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones, to be better born anew?
Yes. The lady that we just fought, the second phase, was an illusion. It was an apparition. So, the voice we heard of Rani the Witch, who is supposed to be this lady's daughter, okay? And also, we know more about Rani now, don't we? We know more about Rani. We know that Rani was behind the Knight of the Black Knives, and that she is a member of the house of the Carian royal family. And this is the head of the Carian royal family here. And Rani is supposed to be her daughter. So, what we just experienced was a trap set by Rani. I don't believe it was Rani actually talking to us or being present here per se. I believe it was supposed to have been a trap set by her to protect her mother if she was ever disturbed in the Grand Library, but we were able to dispel it and win. So, we also just got her Great Rune. Now, the Great Rune doesn't come from the Queen herself, it comes from the egg that she's holding there. I'm not entirely sure how it works, because we have the rune, yet the egg is still physically there. But what we're able to do now is we're able to use that Great Rune. We don't need to activate it at the tower. We're able to use the Great Rune, and we're able to respec our character. So this is how you respec. You talk to Renala over here, and we can be reborn anew as a sweet thing, as she says. Now, a little bit more lore. All the little ladies that were crawling around on the floor and were a bit weird, they were all born of this egg that she's holding. However, they were born imperfect. They were born broken. This is the implication here. So, what Renala is trying to do is that she's constantly trying to create a new... I want to say a new daughter, or a new, perhaps, husband. Because she's quite clearly unstable. And the whole thing is, she went mad when her husband, Radagon, left her. Radagon of the Golden Order. Because Radagon left and went to go and get betrothed to Marika, who is the goddess of the lands. Yes, he went to go and wed her and become the next Elden Lord. In fact, the last Elden Lord until us. So, Renala didn't really take it very well, and she was locked in here because all of her students and pupils had enough of her, because she was lost. Like she was a lost cause, so they just locked her in here. And ever since, she's been trying to create, like I say, maybe a new daughter or a new husband or something, using the egg there. Now, that egg was given to her as a gift, I believe potentially a parting gift from Radagon. Now, there is a little bit of a theory that I have. There's a little bit of a theory. And it's potential spoilers, so just be prepared. But I believe we haven't managed to meet up with her again yet, but I believe that Rani the Witch was born of this egg. That is what I believe here. And we'll be able to kind of explore that notion further, a little further in the game, once we have some more information, I think. Once we learn more about Empyreans in particular, which are a certain type of demigod. Okay? In fact, I'll just say it now. Empyreans are demigods who are born of one entity. So they are born of a single entity. And so, for this reason, we can surmise that perhaps Renala isn't necessarily Rani's maternal mother. And this is why I believe that the egg, because we know that Rani is an Empyrean, Rani the Witch. And she wasn't necessarily born... Oh, in fact, she couldn't have been born between Renala and Radagon. So, perhaps she was born of this magical egg, using its power of reincarnation and rebirth. Anyway, I apologise for going on a little bit there, and I apologise for if there are any spoilers or anything, but it's hard not to talk about it right now, because we're here, like, if I try to leave this later, I'll forget about it, or I'll, it might not make as much sense, but for me it's a pretty big deal, so I wanted to go over some of that now. And I hope I've explained it kind of in the best way that I can, because you know, playing this game blind especially, like, the lore can be extremely overwhelming. So for a lot of people, especially like me, that's not very safe. Renala, what are you doing in here? Are you mad? Especially people like me, like, you often play the game and you kind of have an idea about things, but there's more that you don't understand that you do understand in the game by the time you completed it. So you kind of go onto YouTube and you look at all the lore videos and you learn all the sort of you learn everything to try and fill the gaps. So this is what I've sort of remembered from my playthrough, and from, you know, the various videos that I've watched and theories that have been proffered about the game. But yeah, that's my theory. Rani the Witch, who was an Empyrean, who was responsible for the Night of the Black Knives, was born of this egg. That's my theory. Okay? Now, we got the Great Rune, like I said. Unlike with Godric's Great Rune, we do not, need to activate this Great Rune at the Divine Tower of Lionia. Okay? We don't need to do it. It already works. All we need is the egg. And we can use the power of the egg, like I say, to undergo rebirth, or to respec our character. Now, the reason... Oh, someone just died. The reason why all of these little girls were flawed is because in order to be reborn of the egg properly, and without any sort of negative side effects, you need the power of the Great Rune. Okay? Now, as we were tarnished and we're trying to become Elven Lord, and we're already proving ourselves, we were able to obtain the power of the Great Rune somehow. So yes, Renala, bless her, she's sort of stuck in a vicious cycle, because she's constantly trying to rebirth things, but they are constantly failing. They are failed specimens. The only possible way for something to work with the egg is if you have the Great Rune to go along with it. So, I apologise, I'll stop babbling on a little bit, but this is kind of where a lot of the lore starts to really come together. And another reason that I'm explaining all this now is because it won't necessarily become clear anyway. So I thought I'd take some time to just kind of give people a bit of context going forwards into the game. Now, there's that chest behind her. That's locked. Okay? So we can't deal with that right now. I'm just going to yeet these. I'm going to check what the time is. Okay, it's almost 2 hours, which is fine. So we will talk... Oopsie, I didn't mean to do that. We'll talk to Renala, who I'm sure is going to make perfect sense. You can see that it's non-aggression here. You can't attack her at all. So, don't try. So we got lots of juicy runes. I'm going to save some, because there will be some... a couple of bits we can buy from the Round Table Hold, and also there'll be a little bit more dialogue from some of the people in the Round Table Hold as
Where did ye
well.
flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty, dither not. Come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones, to be better born anew?
You see there where she mentions being born, or will you become gravestones, basically alluding to the fact that the people or the creatures that she creates always die, and they just get reborn again as imperfect beings. So it's very sort of roundabout, confusing lore, but yeah, you kind of get the idea. Also, if you like feet. Like size 20 feet there. So yes, we cannot get into this chest at the moment. That is a quest chest for later. Right, let's talk to her.
Thou, is it thy wish to be born anew? To become a sweeting, reborn of my beloved egg?
Maybe. So like I mentioned, there is the mirror in the Round Table Hold. You can also do it here, and I don't believe this costs any larval tears there. Okay. There's our Joker. A bit of a close-up. It's been a while. However, if you want to do a rebirth, you will need a larval tear. Okay? Now it says use a larval tear. I think...
Now, bear
1
this
second.
sweeting into life anew.
What was I going to say? Sorry, I got distracted. Oh yes, I believe it won't actually use a larval tear until you confirm. I think you can cancel out of this screen here. However, we do want to respec at least once. And the reason for that is we should get something for it. So if I just put all my stuff back to where it was, will that let me do it? There we go. Yes. So this is why I wanted to do that. You get a gesture. And it's a pretty cool gesture. Balled up. So I assume the implication is you're kind of balled up like an embryo kind of thing. Let's try. Test. Yeah. Yeah, so it is quite funny. Also, potentially a reference to, what's it called? Dark Souls 1, where you curl up like a ball to get carried away from by the big crow. Do you know what? Put that on. I like it. So yes, you will have to respec at least once if you want to get the gesture from her. Now, I did put everything back how it was, didn't I? 30, 30, 31, 15, yes. Okay. So, now that we have done that, we've got almost 100k runes, which is very nice. And we're going to take those back to... We're going to take this back to the Round Table Hold. Okay. There's going to be a little bit more dialogue for us to deal with. And also, I wonder if some NPCs have changed.
Ah, well then.
Here we go, yes, look. So now we talk to Corhin. Now that we have 2 great runes, he'll have something to say.
There's something I should mention to you as well. I'm thinking of leaving the Round Table Hold. Do you know of the noble Gold Mask? Though he was but a Tarnished, living outside the lands between, he was a great scholar who foresaw the coming guidance of grace. And now, I hear he has come to the lands between alone, to contemplate the Golden Order. I wish nothing more than to seek his instruction, and perhaps even help him in his research.
I couldn't persuade you otherwise, could I, Corhin? Nah, you do you. So,
May the Golden Order
Corhin is basically hinting that he's going to be fucking off soon from the Round Table. So I will get to the 2 fingers, because they will have something to say. Excuse me. Can we still talk to you?
Always good to see.
Yeah. So, we can't really do much more with Roger until we get to the Karian Manor, which is where we believe Rani might be, who we've just been talking about. D-bag. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Now, Sir Gideon might have more to say about the matter. I'll talk to him in a second. Any more bellberries? No. What did I want to buy? Did I want to buy something? Oh, yes. Do you remember I said you could buy boss armor or demigod armor? Well, we can now buy Renala's kit because we've just defeated Renala. But first of all...
Well, I see you found another great rune. Wonderful. You are a worthy fellow Tarnished indeed. Make the journey to the capital, Leyndell, that lies to the east of the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The Two Fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring, for we are Tarnished, and we must answer the call of grace.
Yes, but, where's your great rune, Gideon? Or am I just doing all the heavy lifting around here? I think we're no longer equals. I think I am now in charge of the Round Table Hold, so bye. Anyway. I think that's all he had to say right now. I'll just see if there's anything different about Renala's text.
The Academy of Rhea Lucaria lies to... Renala is queen of the Carian, and her great...
Yeah, nothing new. Good. So, let's see if there's anything new from Roderica or... what's his face? Hugh. I might speak to Fia, although I think we can't do much with her until we get to the Altus Plateau.
Greetings. Are you here for...
So yeah, you remember I said that things sort of change as the game progresses. We've already lost Beaumont. Corhin will go as soon as we get access to the Altus Plateau, okay? And I think that's when Fia decides to give us the next part of her quest as well. Nefeli still isn't until a bit later, but there's something coming up with Nefeli within the Carian Manor, would you believe? So we'll deal with that when we get to it. But first, Hugh.
Well, I took you no matter without your own.
Nothing new. We heard his spell. Sorry, not spell. Prayer last time that we ever heard. Just missing one Smithing Stone 4. We'll probably get that in the Carian Manor, which is fine. I did get that other bow, didn't I? The composite bow. So, I'm blind, I apologise. It's here. Light bow. Okay, so it's a light bow. I don't necessarily want a light bow. I just want a normal bow, because we're going to need one. We won't be able to use our best, my favourite bow, unfortunately, the pulley bow, which is found in the Altus Plateau, which is the next sort of story area of the game. But we are going to want a bow for a boss coming up in Caelid. So I'm just thinking which one I'm going to be using. I mean, honestly, one of these leveled up would probably be fine. Which one scales best for strength? Well, this one is the best, technically, unless they have different effects. Oh, they're just both short bows. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll find a different bow on the way there. But is there anything else I want to do with you, Hughie boy? No, not for now. Sell, maybe? No. Oh, well, let's read her thingy-majiggy. Remembrance of Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, hewn into the Erd Tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked, blah 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 blah. In her youth, Renala was a prominent champion who charmed the Academy with her lunar magic, becoming its master. She also led the Glintstone Knights and established the House of Caria as a royalty. There you go. So she was a pretty big deal back in her day, before she went cuckoo. I will just talk to Via. I think we need the Altus Plateau to carry on with her quest, but we'll see.
I am pleased to see. Would you like now?
If you insist. You are so very warm.
You are so very warm. Then good day to you.
Nope, that's it. Okay, yeah, so we need the Altar's Plateau for her. That's fine. This time I will use that fucking thing straight away. Get out of my life, please. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There. So yeah, there's the mirror where you can also do cosmetics. So, now that we've done that, let's go see the Two Fingers. See what they have to say about me having got my second great rune. Have I proven myself?
I had my doubts, but look at you. Only once before have I seen two great runes together. Look there. The fingers shudder with exuberance. Fine work, brave Tarnished. The greater will is pleased. You have earned the right to become Elden Lord. Now, seek the Erd Tree and an audience with Queen Marika to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order. The fingers expect as much from you as they do young Gideon. Take this, a token of farewell.
He's not that young.
Now,
Talisman pouch, very nice.
forth, become Elden Lord.
So, for the purposes of the story, we only need 2 great runes in order to be able to be qualified to become Elden Lord. So, at this point, we could now go and, go all the way to the base of the Erd Tree. Not complete the game, but sort of get to that pinnacle moment. What was I going to say? However, there are at least, I want to say 3 more great runes that we can get before. Well, one of them you kind of get near the Erd Tree, but there are 2 more optional ones that we can get before we do that, and that's precisely what we're going to be doing. Mild spoilers, but the other true great runes are locations, okay? One is in Caelid, one is on Mount Doom, or Mount Gelmir, okay? And like I said, the other one is in Lanedell. So, very important before I forget, we just got a new talisman pouch, very exciting. So, excuse me. What do I want? What do I want? Choices. I think either the Erd Tree's Faber or the Claw Talisman, excuse me. Let me see what the Erd Tree's Faber does for us. Alright, so that gives less stamina. This gives more weight. Only a little. So this mainly gives a better boost with... Sorry, I'm just using it to compare. This mainly gives a better boost in HP, but everything else, maybe apart from some damage scaling. Yeah, I don't really want that. I don't really want it. So the question is, do I want this? Or do I want the Claw Talisman to do a little bit more damage? I don't need that, we're okay on green. And this will give us some green anyway. That will give us an extra 5 green. Also, I wanted to read the description of this ages ago, I beg your pardon. We found it near the big octopus head. A fetid pustule taken from facial flesh raises vitality. Vitality governs resistance to the effects of death. It is said that this pustule came from the visage of the Prince of Death, he who used to be called Godwyn. As first dead of the demigods, it's said he's buried deep under the capital at the Erd Tree's roots. So yes, I beg your pardon, I wanted to talk about this when I found it, but I thought it might have been like spoilery, but no, it tells you right here. So that thing, that big octopus thing, the big face that we found on the castle, is linked directly to Godwyn, the Golden Order. Godwyn the Golden, I beg your pardon. who was the demigod that was killed on the night of the Black Knives. So, as first of the demigods to die, it's said that he's buried deep under the capital. So, he's at the Erdtree's roots. So, what can we surmise from this, my little kiddies, my little friends? Is Godwyn the Golden the source of the curse of death that is infecting the roots of the Erdtree? Well, based upon this description, it seems pretty self-explanatory, doesn't it? So, but we think to ourselves, Godwyn was meant to die, but he's not dead, necessarily. Or maybe only a part of him died. Maybe he's living in death, as D-Bag would put it over there. So maybe Godwyn wasn't necessarily killed, per se. Maybe only a part of him was killed. But which... So if his living body still exists, if his body is still alive, but it's infecting the Erdtree, then what part of him was killed? Maybe his spirit? Or his soul? Oh, very interesting. So I apologize. I probably would have gone over this, but I suppose we didn't know about the Night of the Black Knives back then necessarily, or who was responsible for it. But now we know that Rani the witch is responsible. But yes, things are all kind of coming together a little bit, aren't they? So that's why it's sometimes important to read item descriptions. I wanted to read this one at the time. I think I just forgot, so I apologise. It's quite important lore implications right there. So come on, Josh, decide. What do you want? What do you want? I think... give me the Claw Talisman. If I feel as I'm going to need more equip load, I will equip it. Also, it's extremely windy outside. It's very windy at the moment. I think it's supposed to be like gale force winds this weekend in the UK. But I'm pretty certain that the AI software that I'm using with my microphone will cut all of that out for you guys. If it doesn't, then I apologise, but it should. So let's talk to you again.
You have returned.
Certainly have.
What is it?
Happy to see you too. About Queen Marika, please.
Queen Marika is the vessel of the Elden Ring, carrier of its vision. A god in truth. But after the Elden Ring's shattering, she was imprisoned in the Erdtree. A grim punishment for shattering the Order, despite her godhood. The fingers speak.
Marika's trespass demanded a heavy sentence. But even in shackles, she remains a god and the vision's vessel. Confer great runes to become Elden Lord and join Queen Marika as her consort. The fingers have willed it so.
Now you may go.
Oh, there's more lore coming up. Marika was responsible for shattering the Elden Ring, which is the instrument by which the Greater Will exerts its influence over the land, its ultimate relic. However, Marika was also the vessel for the Elden Ring. And so far, she has proven to be the only worthy vessel to harbour the Elden Ring and the sort of I'm trying to think of what to say. Let's just say harbour the Greater Will. Yeah, that's good enough. But yeah, Marika shattered it. But why did she do this? Why did she shatter the Elden Ring? All questions that need to be answered. I'll be honest, I think I mentioned previously, I'm not too clued up on Marika herself, necessarily about her intentions behind wanting to shatter the Elden Ring. Like, she obviously wasn't entirely controlled by the greater will, otherwise she wouldn't have been able to do what she did. So maybe there was some sort of conflict, internal conflict within her. Maybe... Yeah, I can't say too much without giving it all away. So I'm trying to be sorry. I'm being very hesitant and careful about what I say without trying to give too much away. But we know that Marika shattered the Elden Ring, and as a punishment, she was locked inside the Erd Tree. But she is still the vessel that the greater will wants to use to harbour the Elden Ring. So it's a bit of a conundrum for them, and the only way that they feel as though that their will can be restored, that their influence can be restored fully upon the world, is if Marika finds a new consort, a new Elden Lord, in order to mend the Elden Ring for her. Yes, that's at the moment that's our ultimate goal. But as we know in Soulsborne games, it's never that simple, is it? So, apologies, very lore heavy this episode, but I kind of knew it would be as soon as we defeated Renala. Okay, so, receive equipment of champions. Like I said, we can buy Renala's stuff, okay? So, I believe we have to buy... I'm just going to buy the main garment. It's a little bit more expensive, but I think you might have to buy the chest piece in order to get some more dialogue from our hubby, Bok. So before I do that, in fact, I'm probably not going to do it this episode because I'm already running over. I just know it. What are we on? Nah, I want to do it now. I don't care. I'll go for as long as it takes. So first of all, can I make any adjustments to this myself? Because you remember we got the gold tailoring kit. So if I go to alter garments, no, I cannot alter that one specifically. I can alter this. Get rid of the cape. And you know what? While I'm here, how many levels? Oh, we can get 3 levels. Very, very nice. Ooh, I don't know what I want now. At this stage, I get it pretty boring, I must admit. I just kind of start to level everything equally. Because I've kind of hit, like... I've kind of hit my marks. I can use my sword, I can wear my armour, although I will want better armour eventually, and I know what armour I want. So it's a bit heavier, but we'll kind of get to that point when we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, because now we know we can respec. So if we make a mistake, it's not too bad. So for that reason, do you know, I'm gonna prioritize endurance over vigor just slightly. Or do I? Wait, did I put the Earth Tree's Favour on? No, I think I put the Claw Talisman on. Do you know what? Give me some strength. Let's get going. What talisman did I put the Claw Talisman on? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Arsenal 1 here, because I'm least likely to take off my Arsenal Charm. Otherwise I'll be too heavy, I assume. Yes, I will. So that needs to be on. And then I'll put my green here, and then I'll put my claw here, because that's probably the least important for me right now. We got any more stuff to put on here? No. Okay, let's go talk to Bok. So remember, we got the golden sewing kit and needle from the Church of Vows. Now, if we go talk to Bok, this might not work. We might need another demigod's armor set, but we'll just see. Let me see.
Ready to make.
Yeah. Although now I'm
Please.
Now I'm kind of tempted to see if I need to just buy the rest of Renala's set. Do you know what? I'm going to buy it all eventually anyway. I don't have it. I know I don't have enough to get all the rest of it now, but I'm curious. I'm just curious to know for myself if I could do this with Renala's set, or if I need the next demigod set in order to be able to continue with Bok's quest. So let me just get let's get the hat. So I think does this give you something? Increases intelligence. So yes, potentially good for mages. So yeah, when I get 14k, I will come back and get those too. And I think that's everything. Yeah, so after this we will head up to Karya Manor finally and see if we can find Rani, who we've learned a little bit about in this episode. But anyway, thanks for bearing with me. I know it was a little bit lore heavy, and we've gone a bit over, but that's the whole point. If you're enjoying yourself, then it kind of doesn't really matter. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye.